Now, from WYDC TV, this is Big Fox News at 10.
I'm Ann Emanuel. Thanks for joining us. A hearing in the Kelly Collins murder case was held today in Corning City Court. Big Fox's Josh Feldberg was there and has an update on the case.
Brett Hefner appeared in court today at Corning City Court for a preliminary hearing in the Kelly Collins murder case. District Attorney David Wallace prosecuted against Hefner as new details in the case were revealed. Hefner is accused of murdering Kelly Collins in her home by strangulation. Body cam footage of a conversation between a Corning Police Department officer and Hefner was played for the court. The footage revealed Hefner saying that he did kill Collins by putting her in a chokehold until she was unconscious and then tied paracord around her neck until she was no longer breathing. Also revealed in the body cam footage was a statement from Hefner claiming Collins was engaging in sexual acts with a minor. It was only when Hefner allegedly caught Collins engaging in a sexual act with the minor that he planned on killing Collins. Hefner claims he confronted Collins about the incident, and when she admitted to it, Hefner strangled Collins. I'm outside Corning City Hall where Brett Hefner appeared in court today. At the conclusion of the hearing, Hefner was taken back to Steuben County Jail, remanded without bail. As a result of the preliminary hearing, the case will next be presented to the grand jury in Steuben County Court at a later date. Josh Feldberg, Big Fox News, Corning.
The Southern Tier Indian Cultural Association will be bringing India to Centerway Square this Saturday. Our Maggie Hall spoke with the organization's president about what you can expect at the event.
Tomorrow, August 27th, folks of the Southern Tier will have a chance to visit India right here in Centerway Square.
So we are having India Day tomorrow in commemoration of India's Independence Day. This year marks 75 years of India's independence.
The celebration's exclusive guest performer will be Dr. Halim Khan. Dr. Khan is an Indian dance female impersonator, actor, and TEDx talk speaker.
Jaya Jaya Jagadishwari, Jaya Jaya Jagadish.
Fortunately, he was touring United States, so we could get him to come to our town to perform for us.
Dr. Khan's performance will be accompanied by performances from community members of all ages.
We have kids from, I think, age 5 all the way to adults performing.
Entertainment won't be the only thing at this celebration.
And it's going to be a feast for everybody that can make it tomorrow.
New Delhi Diamonds from Ithaca will be catering this event. The entertainment is free, but the food is not. To buy your ticket for tomorrow's India Day celebration, you can visit new.stika.org. Or you can buy your tickets at the start of the celebration tomorrow at 4. Maggie Hall, Big Fox News, Southern Tier.
Do you need discounted sports equipment? Olympia Sports Stores will be closing across the region. The sports outlet with locations in Hornell, Sayre, and Horseheads will close all of the locations in the coming weeks. The store's website reads, "Closing sale, everything must go." Locations are holding sales with as much as 70% off select items. Students in the Sayre School District will receive free meals this upcoming school year. The Sayre Area School District sent out a letter to families stating the district received approval to give students free breakfast and lunch this year. Students who have already paid for meals will have the money reimbursed. With the new school year here, proud parents everywhere want to share photos of their students. But before you do, make sure you're staying safe when sharing online. The Elmira Police Department posted an example picture of what your back-to-school photos should look like to best protect your little one. The post recommends that parents be cognizant of sharing personal details, such as your child's school, grade, teacher, and name. The department advises that predators could use this info to manipulate and victimize children. The Army is experiencing a recruitment shortage. To fix this, they're offering record-high enlistment bonuses. Qualified active duty recruits can receive up to $50,000 in combined bonuses. These bonuses are in addition to basic pay. To learn more about the recruiting process and the bonuses they're offering, you can visit GoArmy.com. The Justice Department has released a redacted affidavit on what prompted the raid at former President Trump's Mar-a-Lago estate. Now, the DOJ argued against making it public, saying it would harm their investigation and threaten witnesses cooperating with the probe. A judge ruled that it must be released, but that the DOJ could black out sections with sensitive information. Madeline Rivera has more details from Washington.
We finally know more about why the FBI searched former President Donald Trump's home earlier this month, but not much more. On Friday, the Justice Department released a blacked-out affidavit used to justify the search.
There's a lot of information that was already available, and for that reason, there's stuff that they could say here that wouldn't be letting any cats out of the bag.
The 38-page document listed more than 80 bullet points justifying the search and seizure of boxes of documents, some classified, from Mar-a-Lago. But many pages were completely blacked out. Still, we learned 14 of the 15 boxes former President Trump had earlier sent back to the National Archives contained documents marked classified, including 67 marked confidential, 92 marked secret, and 25 marked top secret.
This department is infamous for using redactions and classifications for tactical purposes.
Former President Trump called for the affidavit to be publicly released. His legal team is also asking for a neutral third party to review everything the FBI seized.
We'll let the Justice Department determine that.
Team Trump argues this is all about politics. And while we still don't know if another White House run is in the former president's future, we do know he's scheduled to hold a rally in Pennsylvania next weekend. In Washington, Madeline Rivera, Fox News.
Car owners beware. Catalytic converter thefts are skyrocketing. The National Insurance Crime Bureau says more than 52,000 converters were stolen in 2021. That's an increase of more than 1,200% since 2019. If you own a Toyota Prius, Subaru Forester, or Honda Element, you are a top target by car thieves. That's because lower emissions cars have higher concentrations of valuable metals inside converters. Auto repair experts recommend installing a shield with safety screws to slow down theft attempts. Still ahead, we have your weekend forecast. Plus,
you've heard of smartphones, but what about smart textiles? I'm Marianne Rafferty with a look at the fabric researchers say could be used to make real-life superhero suits. That and much more coming right up.
Here's your local stock market update from Big Fox. Now, your Twin Tiers forecast from Big Fox.
Hi everyone, welcome. I'm meteorologist Sam Ryan. As we head through the weekend, the storms will be ending rather quickly here. We'll have overnight fog developing as we head out the door Saturday, but it will burn off and we're left with comfortable humidity levels and just a beautiful afternoon. We'll see cooler temperatures as a result, though, underneath this trough for the day Saturday, and then starting to warm up a bit more for the day Sunday, with storms returning Monday into Tuesday time frame. So I might want to include Monday there, but right now it looks like best timing would be on Tuesday. As we watch the forecast kind of unfold here for the day Saturday, again, morning fog will be the main issue. Could have dense fog in some spots, but then kind of a nice morning to sleep in. But then that sun's back out and we'll have a beautiful afternoon. Fog possible again Sunday morning, high pressure building in. And then it burns off and we'll have more sunshine for the day Sunday as well. Warmer temperatures, 66 degrees at midnight, 64 at 3 a.m., 62 at 6 a.m. Light winds. Of course, that kind of goes without saying when we have that fog around. So we'll see those low temperatures. You see the average low is 55, so we'll be around 60 to 59. And then 61 here at 7 a.m., 73 at noon. There's that chance of fog. That's that icon there. And then 77 at 5 p.m., so quite a bit cooler out there thanks to winds out of the north at around 5 to 10 miles per hour. I'll be in those upper 70s. Getting just a beautiful afternoon to enjoy. Who can complain with that kind of weather, right? We'll warm up a bit more. Here's a look around the region, near 80 degrees for a daytime high. Average high is 81, so very comfortable humidity levels. The sunset occurs at 7:49 p.m. Maybe you have some late sports activities going on, soccer, we have baseball, we have football, everything's taking place. So 60, looking at the dew point temperature and measure moisture in the atmosphere, so we're around 60 for the average dew point, then kicking it back up into the upper 60s Monday, Tuesday. That's the fuel for those thunderstorms. As I mentioned, that will start to move in, but quite a bit warmer here Sunday. Now, we're talking, we got some heat going on. I'll be in the upper 80s for daytime highs. Average is 81 again, and then sunset at 7:48 for the day Sunday. Then we kick it all the way up to 90 degrees Monday. Isolated storms possible. Again, I think the bulk of it's going to fall over us into the day on Tuesday, 88 degrees. A big trough will eventually, longer range forecast. We got a ridge just off to our west across the northern plains, and then a trough in the northeast that will set us up for some cooler weather or seasonably cool temperatures to round out the week. So Tuesday, 88, good chance of storms there. Starting to exit though by Wednesday, you see the cooler temperatures starting to move in, kind of reflected there, and then we're back in the mid 70s and even some mid 60s by next Friday, feeling a little bit like fall.
Well, it's alive. A team of Australian researchers are now revealing a special kind of textile with the power to, get this, make smart suits for people, revolutionize medical devices, and even assist with rescue missions. Marianne Rafferty takes a closer look.
Pretty soon, we could all be walking around in real-life superhero suits. Biomedical engineers in Australia unveiling new smart textile technology, a special blend of cloth material and artificial fibers that act as muscles, giving the fabric the power to shapeshift and lift objects nearly 200 times its own weight.
We have a lot of application for our technology.
Given their incredible flexibility and strength, researchers say smart textiles can improve our health and even save lives, with options to turn them into medical gear to assist with physical therapy, poor circulation, and more.
We can use our technology to make up wearable device for human augmentation, or we can support disabled people to walk again.
Engineers also say smart textiles can be used for rescue missions after natural disasters, citing how the fabric can wind its way through rubble, grab people, and bring them to safety. Currently, the inventions are powered by syringes that manually control hydraulic pressure to the fabric, allowing it to open and close. Researchers say in about 2 years, they hope to have them operating wirelessly so they can be commercially produced. But smart textiles aren't just for external use. Project officials are in the middle of developing a device to wrap around a person's heart to help it pump blood. Marianne Rafferty, Fox News.
Moderna sues Pfizer over its COVID-19 vaccine. SpaceX and T-Mobile are joining forces, and Citigroup announces it's leaving a major European market. CJ Papa has these stories in Fox Business Briefs.
Moderna is suing Pfizer and its German partner BioNTech for patent infringement over the first COVID-19 vaccine. The lawsuit alleges the companies copied without permission mRNA technology that Moderna patented well before the pandemic started. Moderna is now seeking monetary damages. Pfizer-BioNTech vaccine, which was the first to be approved by the USDA, has reportedly earned the company $22 billion this year. Meanwhile, Moderna's vaccine, approved 1 week after Pfizer's, has earned $10.4 billion. SpaceX and T-Mobile are teaming up to offer cell service in some of the most remote areas of the U.S. The service will connect users' cell phones directly to SpaceX Starlink satellites in orbit. This would cut out the need for cell towers, which SpaceX founder Elon Musk calls a game changer for the industry.
Even if an entire region or country was lost connectivity because of a severe, hurricane or floods or fires or tornadoes, earthquakes. There's so many natural disasters, obviously. You would actually still have, even if all the cell towers were taken out, your phone would still work.
The service is expected to launch next year, and Citigroup will begin shutting down its consumer and commercial banking businesses in Russia. The company announced it would be leaving in April of last year after Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Closures are expected to impact about 2,300 employees across 15 branches in Russia. Citi joins several other banks, including Goldman Sachs and JP Morgan Chase, who have all left or are working on winding down operations inside the country. That's business. CJ Papa, Fox News.
Well, there's a new warning about potential scams targeting college students as they prepare to return to school. The Better Business Bureau says scammers use various tactics to try to steal money and identity from college students this time of year. The BBB says there are at least 5 scams college students need to be on the lookout for. The first, fake credit cards. Second, college students need to pay attention to apartment advertisements. There are also scholarship and grant scams and online shopping scams. Still ahead, new data has climate scientists sounding the alarm for future summers. More on just how hot temperatures are expected to get. Well, autumn is almost upon us, but already new data has climate scientists sounding the alarm for future summers. Gary Baumgartner has more on just how hot these temperatures are expected to reach and how frequently we could be suffering from extreme heat.
Pretty soon it will be fall, but as we prepare to leave summer behind, scientists are already issuing new warnings about summers yet to come. That's because, according to a new study published in the journal Communications, Earth and Environment, much of the planet is expected to experience dangerous temperatures above 100 degrees at least 3 times more often in the near future.
The heat is affecting everyone.
And while heat waves currently strike every so often, if climate change continues to worsen, researchers say we could experience extreme heat and humidity at least 20 to 50 times in the summer months within the next 30 years, creating severe health risks for millions. But the summers aren't just expected to get hotter. Scientists say they'll also be plagued by more extreme weather disasters.
This has been a summer of hydroclimate extremes with pretty wild swings between drought on the one hand and flood on the other.
So how can summer get simultaneously drier and wetter?
As the temperatures increase, the water vapor holding capacity of the atmosphere increases exponentially, sucking more moisture out of the landscape on the one hand, leading to more severe droughts, but also contributing to a greater ceiling on how intense the precipitation can become.
Scientists are especially concerned for areas across the southern United States where abnormally high heat could become the norm throughout the entire summer. Gary Baumgarten, Fox News.
An alert has been issued for ready-to-eat chicken product due to possible contamination. The U.S. Department of Agriculture's Food Safety and Inspection Service has issued a public health alert for Perdue chicken breast tenders. The frozen and gluten-free tenders may be contaminated with small pieces of clear plastic and blue dye. The 42-ounce size product is in plastic bags with Perdue chicken breast tenders gluten-free written on the front. Lot number 2193 is above the best used by date. Consumers should discard this product or return it to where they bought it. Being around dogs can help improve your mental health. Psychologist Jane Mano with Cleveland Clinic says a dog can often sense when their owner is feeling depressed or anxious. Dr. Mano says she sometimes encourages a patient to get a dog if they're dealing with certain mental health issues. She says dogs can help people who are feeling lonely and can help people get out of the house. Dogs also love unconditionally. I know this firsthand. Love my dogs. Dr. Mano says if you want to get a dog, make sure you have the time and resources, of course, to care for them. She says if you can't get a dog, you can spend time volunteering at a shelter. Simply walking may help increase the lifespan of older people. A recent study in South Korea found that people aged 85 and older who walked at least 1 hour weekly or 10 minutes a day had a 40% lower risk of death by any cause compared to people who were not active. A separate study by the National Cancer Institute also found that older people who walk or take part in easy exercises like jogging may have a 13% lower risk of death by any cause. Stay with us. We'll have more after the break. All right, here we go, everybody. Get ready for this one. I don't know how to take this one. I'll leave it up to you. Listen here. 2 summer favorites are coming together for a very unusual treat. Oscar Mayer is selling a hot dog flavored popsicle. Yes, you heard me right. It is called the Cold Dog. The Cold Dog even has a mustard drizzle on it. That was part of the Oscar Mayer's Stupid or Genius campaign on Instagram. Fans love the idea so much that the company decided to make it a reality. The Cold Dog is available at select Pop Bar locations in New York City, New Orleans, Long Beach, and Atlanta. I'm Harriet Wallace. Thank you so much for watching.